Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Follows his blocks. It's Richard. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Richard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Making his first move. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. RPO complete to open the drive. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch, it's Burrows. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Hits inside, it's Davidson. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Clemson jumps to the line. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature and throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Richard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Gain of 18. First down for the offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
off play action. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Burrows. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for room, it's Davidson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Drops back on first down. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
2nd and long here. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. All the way! Touchdown, Tigers!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Drops back, it's Cherry. Spits it out to the back. Right side, it's Richard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on third. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. All wideouts, no backs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's shot. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Wants to throw one first. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Richard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Beal. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working that left side now. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Fresh center downs going to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Upstairs he's got it. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Left side is Guruz. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Eagles engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Got it in the middle, it's Burrows.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The last completion got him 6, now it's 2nd and 4. Quick give, it's Johnson. He's past the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Right side, it's shot. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
To the air, it's Cherry. Under pressure. Makes the catch.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on him.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Moore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Defense all over him.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards.
Looking deep. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. Run in the red zone, it's Davidson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Can't make the catch, it's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to take a shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Second and long here. Running inside, it's Johnson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Third down play from the gun. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got a man. It's Marsh.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Cherry. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Slings it downfield. Right side, it's Preston. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Indiana! Put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
On the move. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. throws it back. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Snags a quick pass on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
That's caught. It's shot. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
At the 33-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable. And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cherry. He makes a catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They were all over it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really...
Got it! Into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
7, Clemson, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab onside. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Clemson calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Takes a shot at the end zone. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. Moving out to the right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires and picked off.